Ravens Hollow, Massachusetts, the long-forgotten Convent of St. Verena stands. Like a monument to something that should never have been remembered. Locals refuse to go near it. They say the walls hum at night, that the bell in the steeple sometimes tolls, though no one remains alive to ring it. Into this silence drives Father Gabriel Reyes, a young priest burdened with doubt, and Sister Mary Elias, a devoted nun whose quiet faith hides a streak of defiance. They come because of a letter delivered without return address, written in a hand that trembles across the paper. She still prays beneath the chapel. The gates open on their own, chains slipping free, as if the building itself has been waiting. Inside, the convent is frozen in decay, pews overturned, hymn books blackened with mold, portraits of saints with their eyes scraped away. The air hums faintly, almost like distant chanting, though no wind stirs. In the chapel, they find an altar split clean through, and beneath it, a leather-bound diary belonging to Sister Agnes, the last nun recorded there before the convent's closure in 1974. Her entries grow erratic with time. The voices recite the prayers backward. The crucifix bleeds light instead of shadow. She stands behind me when I kneel. As Father Gabriel reads, a chill ripples through the air. The candles, unlit for decades, flare to life. He and Sister Mary descend a hidden stair discovered behind the confessional, leading to a subterranean chapel carved into the bedrock itself. The chamber is circular, its walls inscribed with Latin prayers that spiral inward toward a single chained stone altar. Father Gabriel begins the rite of sanctification, his Latin echoing sharply off the stone. But after each phrase comes another voice, female, soft, and identical to his own words, spoken backward. Sister Mary clutches her cross tighter. Her reflection in the polished stone floor moves a heartbeat slower than she does. The priest's breath grows visible as frost crawls across the ground. And from the darkness behind the altar, a tall figure steps forward, her face veiled, her robes black and unmarked by dust. The candles bend toward her as though pulled by gravity itself. Her voice is calm, almost sorrowful. This is not your church, Father. This house was built on broken prayers. The sound shakes the chains loose from the altar. Shadows lengthen, stretching like hands across the walls. Father Gabriel raises the crucifix, chanting louder, his voice cracking as the unseen choir begins to answer him in perfect harmony. The ground trembles, the walls weep moisture, and the scent of iron fills the air. The veiled figure lifts her head, and though her face remains hidden, two pale lights shine where eyes should be. Sister Mary steps forward, whispering a prayer, but her voice fades as if the air itself refuses her words. Then the figure speaks again. Faith made me, faith buried me. Faith cannot end me. The lights burst, plunging the room into blackness. The only sound is the echo of the final prayer, repeated endlessly from nowhere and everywhere. When daylight finally breaks through the shattered stained glass, Father Gabriel lies alone on the chapel floor, his crucifix shattered in two. Sister Mary has vanished. Only her rosary remains, coiled beside a single footprint pressed deep into the dust. Weeks later, investigators return to document the site. On their recordings, faint whispers run beneath the static. Latin verses continuing the rite where the priest had stopped. In one frame of the footage, a mirror catches what the eye cannot see. A tall, veiled nun standing behind the cameraman, her lips still moving as though finishing the prayer. The final image fades to darkness, and across the screen appear the chilling words, "The prayer never ended."